right, wanted to jump in and show you guys how we do a video setup for Zoom podcasts, remote podcasts in general, where you need to capture some video footage alongside the actual call itself. So we do this mostly because Zoom is a super easy, reliable way to host the meetings and do the recordings, but it's obviously, if you've done that before, you know it's not the highest quality thing that there is. So for shows that want podcasts, I should say, that want to create clips for social media and things like that, usually what we'll do is say, set up a camera or a phone next to your webcam or next to your Mac and film yourself doing the call. You can record that right alongside the call itself and sync the audio and video, chop that up after you're done. And it just gives you a higher quality product and a little bit more control. So quickly, just to show you what we have going on, I won't talk about Zoom meeting settings right now. I'm just talking about the extra camera. But you can see here, we have my Mac ready to go. The Zoom window's up, the meeting started. You can see me here right now, just doing a test. Right above that is my webcam. That's the Logitech BRIO. You don't need another webcam for this. You can definitely just use the built-in one on your Mac or your PC laptop. And then next to it is an iPhone, and that is just set facing me. The camera's obviously flipped around to face me, and it's just on I have two microphone stands back here with adapters. I can link those in the description. But essentially it's just set, and the reason I have it facing me, I know that camera's a little bit less quality than the one that's on the back of the phone, but I want to be able to see what I have in shot just as a reference. So that's just flipped around. It's set to HD, 30 frames per second, and you can see I have it positioned right next to the webcam. So if you look between what's on Zoom and what's on my phone here, it's pretty close to the same setup. It's almost the same framing. I do have my phone in portrait, so it's sitting vertical, only because most of the stuff that we pull up for our show is for Instagram, so I have that set to portrait orientation on purpose. If you don't use Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, you can definitely just turn 90 degrees, do this in widescreen. You'll get essentially the same result. The important part is to just make sure it's right next to the webcam so that you're getting about the same shot on both feeds. So for preparation for doing a recording, you're going to spend a lot of time just getting the phone set up right next to the webcam, making sure the shot is even, making sure you're very happy with where it is and how it turns out. That'll be the bulk of the time. Once you're ready to, invite a guest into Zoom and start the recording, really all you need to do, in addition to recording on Zoom like you normally would, is to create a sync point for yourself on video. So that's just a clap that we're going to do. Obviously, you want to hit recording on Zoom first. So record to this computer. And then on your phone, reach up and hit record on the video. So now you're rolling in both places. And in order to easily sync this up in post, we're going to give ourselves a sync point. So just make sure your hands are where that you can see them in the camera and have them kind of in front of your microphone, and just give one single solid clap. And that is going to show up very easily on audio and video and give you the sync. So you do the recording as normal. You can essentially just keep an eye on this, make sure that you're in frame, you don't move too far out of frame or anything like that. But essentially just do your podcast episode as normal. Once you're done, you would just stop recording on both places, transfer those files off your phone onto your computer, and then we'll talk about how to sync those up in a separate video. But that's essentially it. Again, pretty basic setup, just trying to get higher quality footage alongside a webcam for post-production. All right. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.